Welcome to Smart Wealth, where we guide you in using money to create more freedom by putting your money to work for you. Imagine two coworkers, same salary, one who appears to have it all: a prestigious office, luxury attire, a successful career, a high-paying job. By society's standards, they've won the game of money, but appearances can be deceiving. Behind the image of success is a life sustained by the next paycheck. Every deadline must be met. Every bill must be paid. Every day, it begins again. This person is taught how to earn money, but wasn't taught how to use it. They aren't building wealth. They're working harder each year just to keep the life they've already created. Money is not the goal. Money is the tool. Learn how to use it, and it can begin working for you instead of you spending your life working for it. Now imagine the second person. They have few $1,000s to their name. Not a luxury lifestyle, not a massive fortune. But they have something many people are searching for: control over their time. They learned how to use it, and it began working for them instead of them spending their life working for it. They choose their projects. They set their own schedule. They decide how to spend their afternoons. And when a client becomes disrespectful, they have the freedom to say no, because their survival does not depend on saying yes to everything. This is the difference between having money and having financial freedom. Now ask yourself, who is truly wealthier? Society tells us it is the first person, but the reality of human experience tells us it may be the second. The first person is wearing handcuffs. They just happen to be made of gold. For decades, we have been taught to chase a single arbitrary net worth number. We treat money like a scorecard, believing the person with the most wins. But a high net worth is useless if the price paid to achieve it was your mental health, your relationships, and your absolute sovereignty. Because true wealth is not just about what you have. It is about what your money allows you to do. Their money continues working, even when they choose to step away. When you treat money as the ultimate goal, you become its servant. You begin hoarding it out of fear or spending it on status symbols to prove your worth to people who were never meant to define it. But when you begin treating money as a tool, and everything changes. A typewriter is just a tool. It doesn't write a novel on its own. In the hands of someone with purpose, it creates ideas that can change lives. Money works the same way. By itself, it is nothing more than a tool. Its true value lies in what it allows you to build. Money is not a trophy. Money is a utility. Specifically, it is a tool designed to purchase the single most valuable resource in the universe: your time. Every single dollar you earn represents a fraction of your human life that you traded away to get it. When you spend that dollar on liabilities, depreciating toys, or lifestyle inflation, you are permanently discarding that piece of your life. But when you deploy that dollar into building autonomy, you are buying your life back. True freedom isn't about being rich enough to buy whatever you want. True freedom is having enough control over your assets that nobody else can tell you what to do with your day. It is the ability to wake up and ask yourself, what do I want to do today? Instead of, what do I have to do today? If your income doubles, but your freedom is cut in half, you didn't get a promotion. You accepted a downgrade. So, how do we stop chasing the illusion and start designing real freedom? It does not begin with $1 million. It begins with your next financial decision, that even if you are starting with just $10. The first step is creating something most people never realize they need: a walkaway fund. Not because you expect life to go wrong, because you understand that having options changes everything. A walkaway fund is 3 to 6 months of basic living expenses set aside for one purpose: to give you the confidence to choose. Because when every paycheck is the difference between security and panic, fear becomes the decision maker. You stay quiet when you should speak. You accept situations that don't respect you. You remain somewhere you have already outgrown. But when you know you have a financial foundation beneath you, something changes. You carry yourself differently. You negotiate from a position of total strength. You make decisions from confidence instead of fear. That is the true value of financial security. It is not just the money sitting in an account. It is freedom that comes from knowing you have choices. And the best way is learning how to put your money to work. Cash creates security, but long-term security requires growth. Deploy your excess capital into automated income-producing assets. Instead of letting $10 or $20 sit passively in a checking account, put it to work. Micro-investing platforms to buy fractional shares of global markets or leverage digital assets such as real estate to earn automated fractional dividends. Every tiny digital asset you buy becomes a small worker working for you. It works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Over time, those dividends become profits. Those dollars become bonus hours of your time back to you. True freedom isn't about being rich enough to buy whatever you want. True freedom is having enough control over your assets that nobody else can tell you what to do with your day. It is the ability to wake up and ask yourself, what do I want to do today? Instead of, what do I have to do today? If your income doubles, but your freedom is cut in half, you didn't get a promotion. You accepted a downgrade. It is about building personal sovereignty. And that is the moment. When every dollar you invested begins giving you something no paycheck ever could. More time. Stop measuring your success by how much money you can accumulate. Start measuring your success by how many hours of your own life you actually own. Money is a terrible god, but it is an incredible servant. Master the tool and break the chains. If you are ready to stop hoarding wealth and start deploying your money effectively, you need to understand how the technology works. Click on this video right here, where anyone can use a single $10 bill to begin building their very first income-producing asset today. If this message helped you see money differently, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Smart Wealth.